Hey, it's Miss Frankie. I'm going to talk about Lesson 4.1, Estimate Quotients Using Multiples. And I'm going back to this lesson because I want to make sure that the kids understand what they are supposed to do in this lesson and how to find these estimates of what numbers it's between. So I've written a problem up here that is 95 divided by 3. What we've done is we talked about listing the first 9 multiples of my divisor, which is 3 in this case. Then what the goal is to figure out which of those numbers the dividend is between. If I were to take 95 and place it between. Well, you'll notice that none of these multiples are actually large enough to have 95 between it. So what we worked on today was adding a 0 to the end of each of these because it's going to be the same if I add a 0 to each of these. So saying that 3 times 90 is 270 versus 3 times 9 is 27. It's the same answer. Well, now I can see that 95 is going to fall between 90 and 120. The 95 is what I was looking at here. When we get the answer, however, I'm going to look at these numbers. I can tell that 95 is actually closer to 90. Okay? So I can say that 95 divided by 3 is between 30 and 40. Now you may be asking yourself, Miss Frankie, where did you get 30 and 40? Well, here's where I got those numbers from. I know that 90 is divided by 3 is going to be 30. Or I can look over here and say I just added a 0 to my 90, so I'm just going to add a 0 to my 3. Well, that's 30. The same with 120. 120 divided by 3 is 40. So my answer is going to be somewhere between 30 and 40. It's going to be about 30 because it's closer to 90. Now let me go through and do another problem. I want to make sure you're seeing where I'm getting these answers from. So I'm going to erase all of this. And we're going to do, let me find a good one here. How about 124 divided by 9? I'm going to list out all of the multiples of 9 up through 9 times 9. I'm going to do that and be right back. All right, I'm back. That was quick, I know. All right, so I'm looking at this. And I'm asking myself, what number of multiple is 124 between? Well, again, I can either go up higher and find the multiples that it's actually between, which if you look, I'm not too far off from 124. Or I can just add a 0 to the end of each of these and figure out where it's going to fall between. Well, I know it's probably not going to be up in this area. Those are really high numbers. If I look, it's going to be somewhere up here. So it's going to fall between 90 and 180. That's where 124 falls. But what I'm wanting to know is where the quotient is actually going to be. To find the quotient, I need to look at what I multiplied 9 by to get those answers. Well, I multiplied 9 by 10 to get 90, and I multiplied 9 by 20 to get 180. So I would say that it's between 10 and 20, and since 124 is closer to 90 than it is 180, I would say that 124 divided by 9 is about 10. Now, you could get more specific, like I said, and I could go up even higher down here and find that 124 divided by 9 is between 13 and 14, and it would be about 14. But this is good also to know that we can use just the first 9 multiples and come up with an about. Because honestly, 14 is pretty close to 10. All right, if you have any questions on this, please ask. I know this is a different kind of way of estimating, and the kids seem to get it pretty well. But even going back and reviewing for a test, this might be helpful to just refresh our memories. Thanks, and I'll see you later.